People in the restaurant stopped eating when the single dad stood up, looked straight into the eyes of the girl everyone was laughing at, and said words that froze the entire room, words that made even the cruelest ones lower their heads in shame. But to understand why his voice shook, and why her eyes filled with tears, you need to know what happened before that moment. Daniel, a 34-year-old single dad, lived his life for one person, his 6-year-old daughter, Lily. He worked double shifts as a delivery driver, cooked simple meals at home, and read bedtime stories every night. Life wasn't luxurious, but it was honest, warm, and filled with love. His co-workers, however, constantly mocked him. A single dad, you'll never find a woman again. One would say, you should go on blind dates, Daniel. Maybe someone will pity you. Another would laugh, tired of their teasing. Daniel finally agreed when they said they had arranged a special blind date for him. He thought maybe, just maybe, they were truly trying to help. Meanwhile, across town, Emma sat in her room, nervously adjusting the edges of her pink sweater. She was kind, funny, and incredibly intelligent, but society rarely saw any of that. People only noticed her weight. Her cousin had invited her to dinner, saying, someone wants to meet you. He's a single dad. A good man. For the first time in a long time, Emma felt hope. No one had wanted to know her in years. When Daniel walked into the restaurant, he immediately sensed that something was wrong. His co-workers were sitting in the corner, smirking, whispering. But he ignored them. He wanted this to work. Emma looked up, nervous. Hi, you must be Daniel. He smiled gently. Yes. And you must be Emma. It's nice to meet you. But behind them, laughter rose. Loud. Cruel. Daniel turned, face tightening. His co-workers were recording the moment, whispering, let's see how long he lasts with her. Poor guy. This is gonna be hilarious. Emma heard everything. Her smile trembled, her hands shook under the table. She looked away, biting her lip to stop tears. Daniel's heart broke, not because of her, but because he recognized that pain. He had lived it himself. Still, Emma forced a small smile. It's okay. I get it. You don't have to stay. I know they're making fun of us. Daniel leaned forward. No, he whispered. They're making fun of themselves. But she was already standing up, ready to leave, ready to run from yet another humiliation, and then, the laughter behind them grew louder. No one expected what was about to happen next. Emma took one step toward the exit, her shoulders curled inward, her breath shook. Daniel stood up so quickly that his chair fell backward. Emma, wait. She froze, but she didn't turn around. Everyone in the restaurant watched, waiting for the joke to continue, waiting for entertainment. Instead, Daniel walked in front of her and gently lifted her chin so she could look at him. You do not walk away because of them, he said firmly. You walk away only if you wanted, not because some people never learned how to be human. A hush fell over the restaurant. His co-workers stopped laughing. Daniel wasn't done. You know what I see, he said, loud enough for everyone to hear. I see a woman who showed up with courage. A woman who didn't hide. A woman kinder and stronger than anyone sitting at that corner. He pointed at his co-workers. You think being a single dad is funny? He asked them. You think mocking a woman is a joke? You think love and dignity are games you can record for views? The men shrank in their seats. Daniel took Emma's hand gently. You deserve respect. And you deserve someone who actually wants to know you. If you're okay with it. I'd like to sit back down and talk. Not because of pity, but because I want to. Emma stared at him, stunned, tears shining in her eyes, not painful tears this time, but something softer, something healing. Slowly, she nodded. I'd like that too. They returned to the table. Daniel ignored the stares. Emma breathed easier, and for the first time in years, someone treated her like she mattered. Hours later, they left the restaurant smiling, talking like old friends. Lily would meet Emma weeks later and hug her immediately, because children often see what adults refuse to. The world had mocked them, but together, they built something stronger than mockery: respect. Hope. Love, strong and inspiring for viewers.